happened or how it happened or who could have been involved.
Years pass, and the Gosches are still no closer to finding their son. But according to Noreen, one night in 1997, a miracle happens.
There was a knock on your door.
I said, "Who is it?" He said, "It's me, Mom, it's Johnny. Can I come in?" And I knew it was him. I could feel that it was him.
Now he's a 27, 28-year-old man.
Yes, and I thought he was home to stay.
But according to Noreen, Johnny tells her it's unsafe for him to even be talking to her. And just 3 hours after walking back into his mother's life, Johnny vanishes again.
He said, "I can't stay. I'm only here for a short time. I need your help. I want these men arrested so that we can live freely."
As soon as Noreen Gosch makes the encounter public, Johnny's father questions its validity.
I was hoping it was true, but the way that she described it, it did not seem very believable at all.
Has Noreen's grief deluded her about the truth surrounding her son's disappearance? It seems that way, until one day in 2008, when Noreen receives an anonymous letter containing a chilling set of pictures.
I pulled out this picture of Johnny bound and gagged, and I literally could not get my breath. There were 2 other pictures in the packet. One had 3 boys laying on a bed, all bound and gagged.
Are the pictures real? The boys in the photos bear no sign of the Rocking X brand, nor do they resemble the 2 missing Des Moines boys, Mark Allen and Eugene Martin. But one of them does bear a strong likeness to Johnny. Noreen is convinced it's him.
I took my photos to the police department, and when I opened up the folder and they saw the pictures, they kept saying, "Oh my God, it's Johnny, it's Johnny, it's Johnny."
However, authorities will not publicly confirm the boy in the photo is Johnny, and many people familiar with the case, including Johnny's father, doubt their authenticity.
I could tell it wasn't him and didn't have to go any further. Something to do with his shape of his ankles and his legs. I know he had long legs, but it just, something wasn't right. He was 5'7", and looking at that kid, I would probably put him in at about 5'4". It just wasn't him.
Whether the photos are real or not, one fact remains. Nearly 30 years have passed since Johnny Gosch disappeared on his Sunday morning paper route. And in the decades since Johnny first appeared on the now legendary milk carton, a lot has changed, both in the way sexual predators network with each other and in the way law enforcement hunts them down.
The interesting thing about that is on the computer, no matter when you punch that key, somebody can follow it.
What do you hope for your future, Noreen?
I hope I live long enough to bring some resolution to these cases, to help these young boys so they can be free one day and just live a normal life.
We can find terrorists in unbelievable parts of this world, but we can't find a kidnapper in West Des Moines, Iowa.
I always still think of Johnny as a 12-year-old instead of 41 years old, what he would be today. Walking down the streets, I'm looking at faces and trying to think what would he look like. But down deep, I'm still looking at a 12-year-old. And that's a hard thing.
Johnny Gosch was last seen in West Des Moines, Iowa in September of 1982. He has light brown hair, blue eyes, and a birthmark on his chest. He may also bear the Rocking X brand. Today, Johnny would be 42 and may resemble the man depicted in this age progression photo. Mark Allen has brown hair and blue eyes. He would be 39 years old. Eugene Martin would be 40. He has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have information about Johnny Gosch, Eugene Martin, or Mark Allen, please go to mylifetime.com/vanished and click on the tips button.
What is the Johnny Gosch law, Noreen?
Johnny Gosch law was created to ensure immediate investigation on a missing child rather than waiting 72 hours.
And how many states to date have adopted?
7 that I know of, and there may be more that have added throughout the country, but at the time, that's what our push was, is to get at least the states throughout the Midwest on it.